Hello everyone, you're welcome to today's video, guys. In this video, I'm gonna go straight to the point and tell you how I trade volatility 25, okay, using Confluences, okay. So in this trade right now, I'm gonna analyze it to you and tell you how I got my entries and the reason why I entered this very trade. Now, one thing you must understand is if you don't have any reason to enter a trade, probably you don't have to enter the trade because what you're doing, you are chasing after the market, or probably you are gambling. Okay. So now let's batch into this. So I'm gonna explain to you how I analyze this market and get this very sniper entry. Before I do that, quickly I'll still show you I shared the signal in my free group. Okay, I shared the signal in my free group. So that's it. So let's go into the chart. So if I try to analyze this, I'll look at the big picture. Okay, if you look at the big picture, you saw this trend line here. I draw this very trend line when the market came to this very point. From this point to this very point, I draw this trend line. Okay, so I had to wait for it to retest again for me to go long. So that's number one. Then number two, when the market came to this very trend line, I put out my horizontal lines and I check it out. So I discovered that the market is at a very good psychological level of 2550. Okay, so that was a very good psychological level that the market was at. So these are two confluences that I got. Then if I also pull out, you see that my indicator also read oversold, meaning that the market will make a move up. So these are three confluences that I got before we make entry in this trade. Now on making entry in this trade, I switch to the 1 minute time frame, also the 5 minute time frame. I discovered that the market did some kind of patterns there, kind of a head and shoulder pattern, and in the 5 minutes time frame, the market did a kind of head and shoulder pattern whereby it made the right and the left shoulder. So this is what we have here. So these are confluences that I got before we enter this very trade. So guys, this is very simple. It's just all about price action, okay, with your indicator as confirmation. So you don't need to do much work. All you got to do is to exercise patience and wait for it to come to you. Then another thing that can take you home quickly, when I mean taking home, I mean blowing up your account, is risk management. This dealt to me as a trader. It really dealt with me until I realized myself, okay, because sometimes you might have a huge fund and you try to play around with it without proper risk and you won't gonna feel it. But once you get hold of a little account, believe me, you're gonna tell yourself the truth that you are taking something for granted. So guys, despite how confirmations you got, despite how true the setup is, make sure that you apply a very proper and good risk management. Okay, I'm gonna run down through this again. For those of you you'll be asking my indicators in my indicator window. Yeah, I used indicators in my chart window to know when the market is in downtrend and when the market is in an uptrend. They're not actually the strategy I use. The strategy I use is the confirmation of the confluences, okay, which I've already explained to you guys. So the confirmation of the confluences, at least, if you've been following my previous videos, I told you guys you got to get at least up to three confirmations. Guys, you don't trade with pressure. If the setup is not there, if the confirmations, the confluences are not there, just stay away. Yeah, stay away from the market. Don't mind the pressures that will be coming out. No signal, you're not giving us, you're not trading anymore. We're not seeing updates. Just calm down and patiently follow up the market because those of them that went in chasing after it are gonna be the ones that the brokers is gonna use to pay you. That's just the key. So all you got to do is to apply this patient with the market and allow what you know to appear. Once what you know is not there, just let it be. But once what you know appears, you're gonna go in. While going in, don't just go all in. And remember, it's the end of the year, so trade conservatively. Okay, don't try to outsmart the market. Okay, protect your profit with jealousy. So that's on that aspect, guys. So I'll run through it again. The confirmations, the trend line, number one. If you don't know how to draw a trend line perfectly as a pro trader, check one of my videos. I think I have one of them that I explain how to draw a trend line. Okay, acting as a support and also a trend line acting as a resistance, as a support and also as a resistance. So I did that in one of my previous videos. So if you draw a trend line, you got to make sure it touches 2 points. These are the first 2 points it touched. Plan, wait for the third entry. Okay, once the third entry comes in and you see some kind of price rejections and weakness in prices, then you wait for a confirmation candle actually. But once you see rejections and weakness towards your trend line, just know that the market is gonna react to that very trend line, acting as a support or acting as a resistance. So that was exactly what happened there on that. Then I also got my psychological level, which I've told you. If you don't know how to get a psychological level and volatility, okay, check one of my previous videos. So I think I've explained to that where you pull out your horizontal line and you check out the nearest 10. And from this, the nearest 10 here will give us 2550. Okay, so that's it. That's it. That's it. So boom, you got your psychological level. So with your psychological level, your trend line, then you check out your indicator. What was your indicator doing when these setups occur? My own indicator was at oversold, meaning that it got to make a move up because the market doesn't move in one direction. At a time, the market will be up. At a time, the market will come down. So anywhere, anyways, make sure that you get the right psychology before you go in. So that's the three that is the three confluences that I got. Okay, before I now push in a trade and drop the signal. So when we did that, before the market now formed the head and shoulder pattern, which we are seeing right in the lower time frame. Okay, so that is how this trade come about, and I'm anticipating that it's gonna come up down to hit this 0 point here up. I'm anticipating it's gonna go up to hit this 0 point. But anyways, as the market moves, we'll be moving our stop loss. As the market moves, we'll be moving our stop loss. That's how to trade. When you get the opportunity, try to utilize it very well because no setup, no strategy works every time, and no market goes up every time. So that's it. So whenever you get the opportunity to short or to go long or to go short, do it and do it to the better. Don't just jump in and you jump out. Okay. When it goes to you, hold it a little and be conscious to know when to leave and when to hold. So that is it, guys. That is it, guys. That is it, guys. So one other thing I would like us to understand is that a dollar made is better than a cent lost. Yeah, or probably a cent made is better than a dollar lost. So okay, so trade cautionly. So that is it for this very video, guys. I'm gonna cut it off here. And in next video, I'm gonna explain more and more to us for those of us that are good in scalping or that want to be scalpers. Because what I do is day trading. Like this trade right now, I'm gonna set a stop loss. I'm gonna move my stop loss to my profit zone and let it run. If it hits it, I'll take what I've already made. Or if it continues, I'm gonna leave it because I'm seeing future on it. Okay, so that's why I'm gonna let this trade. Else, I have to close up this trade for the day and wait again tomorrow to get another good setup because I'm a day trader. So that is it, guys. So I'm gonna release a very good strategy and a very good setup, okay, for those of us that are scalpers, okay, so that we're gonna be catching swings, boom, moves, okay. Then also for boom and crash, you guys know that we do strike that each and every time we got in. So that's it, guys. Yeah, if you not subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and try and follow us on the free group, okay. Follow us on the free group and get the signals and make money along with us, okay. I'm gonna leave the link in the video below. So guys, that is it. Happy Xmas in advance and reach more profit to spend your holidays away. Catch you guys.